Conference Semifinals, Game 1. Joined by, and now our starting lineup for Game 1 in what looks to be an exciting conference semifinals. First for the Trailblazers, Prodigy is out there with the Wizard. We've got Big Smooth, a 20-point game for him in the win against Utah. And it's the Beast, and it's the Professor in at the 4. And then for the Golden State Warriors, Buckets is out there with Insanity. They've got Black Hole. He had 16 points in the win against the Lakers. Then there's Buckets, and it's Ivanovic in at the 4 slot. The tension is electric, and the importance is critical as they have a chance in their own building to take Game 1 of the series.
And Kevin, Game 1 of a playoff series is so important. It really sets the tone for the entire series. If you lose this game at home, then you lose the home court advantage, but you also lose an emotional edge.
Yeah, I don't see it happening here tonight, Steve. I mean, I can't feel that at all. I mean, listen to this crowd. I'm not sure they'll let them lose this game. The atmosphere is unbelievable in here. Electric, buzzing. They'll feed off of that for sure.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here is Summers. Passes it to Big Smooth. Here's the Wizard. He kicks it to Summers. Now the pass to Brock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But Green tries to save it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's Kuminga. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
An easy look there, but, he misses those once in a while.
He passes to Buckets, and that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Gets it to go.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's Insanity. Here's Black Hole. And he banks into it.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
Yeah, they can't keep the status quo at this point. They've got to make some changes.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, they had to take the lid off the hoop, I guess, but they finally get one to go there.
Yeah, a bit of an unsettled start. I mean, maybe that'll get them going.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Buckets passes to Kuminga. Buckets. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pass to Black Hole. Buck down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Take a look at Buckets. Third in the league, he typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Well, he's almost unstoppable. He's got so many different ways he can hurt you and put the ball in the basket. And it seems as though he raises his level during the postseason.
heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Buckets passes to Cunningham. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Trailblazers trail by 10. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Passes to Black Hole. No good. Great D that time from Big Smooth. The Wizard passes to Big Smooth. And Insanity picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the Wizard. Stolen away.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even... Oh! Mark that basketball. Wow.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle starts for the Warriors.
They come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Black Hole. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it, and this timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Kicks it to Summers. The pass to Big Smooth. Looking to end the run. And dishes it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Buckets passes to Cunningham. Buckets defended by Brock. Here's Insanity. Great D that time from the Wizard.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
He dishes it to Summers. Pass to the Professor. Here's Big Smooth, defended by Sabonis. And that one's good. Big Smooth got his second basket of the night.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Buckets passes to Black Hole. Makes it off the glass. Black Hole's got 8 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse. Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
Warriors leading by 16. Buckets passes to Insanity. It's rebounded by Brock.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Especially... Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
He feeds it to Summers. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. There's a good screen. The Wizard, again, the Trailblazers score.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Buckets passes to Black Hole. And the layup is good. Black Hole's got 10 points in the game.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can. Watch out.
Summers the pass to the Wizard. The Beast, and it's rejected. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Curry dishes to Anderson. Outside for Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Passes it to Black Hole. 6 to shoot. Dives for it. Stolen. And now Portland on the break. Here's the Wizard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
Grant, he's checked in for the professor. All free throws good from the Wizard.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency. With him, same routine, same stroke.
The pass to Black Hole. And good on the basket. Hook it. Black Hole's got 12.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
The feed to Henderson. He passes to the Wizard. Grant outside. And it's off from three-point range. Left side Curry. Deflected. Nice D from Henderson. Trailblazers trail by 14. Pass to the Wizard. The tray. Shot is no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Black Hole. He's got 12. Anderson kicks to Curry. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing Clark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
Grant the pass to Henderson. Of Dia. There's the Wizard, defended by Wiggins. The shot's good from the Wizard.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's Henderson. Passes it to Avdia. And the layup's good off the glass.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Abdul Karim, defended by Sean. The dish to Curry. Another miss by Curry. Trailblazers trail by 12. Feeds it to Grant. And there's the pass to Avdia. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. And you look at the Wizard, third in the NBA. He's someone that, if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
He's having so much success from the three-point line in the playoffs. Just seems like he's thriving under pressure.
Pass to Black Hole. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Black Hole's got 14 points for the game.
Still only one misfire as he's now started 7 of 8 in the game.
Grant outside. Dishes it to Henderson. From 6 away. Steph Curry with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Anderson. Outside for Curry. Here's Black Hole. Outside Curry. Anderson right side. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Here's Avdia. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Curry. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
Henderson dishes to Grant. The lead now cut to single digits. Grant's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Portland. Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. He kicks it to Hill. Outside Curry. Here's the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kicks it to Henderson. He dishes it to Grant. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. He passes to Sharp. Tipped away. 5 to shoot from outside the arc. They get it back. Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Hill. With the lead pass. The shot's good from Black Hole. Black Hole's got 16.
He is feeling a terrific percentage from the field.
Sharp, the pass to Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Summers has checked in. The Warriors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Sharp. It's blocked. Payton against Williams. Payton passes to Black Hole.
And this sort of awesome proof is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
But there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Henderson dishes to Summers. Hands it from downtown. Summers has got 8 points.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Shot from 6. Here's Black Hole. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Warriors lead by 12.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And Portland making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Looking at the game for the Prodigy, he's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Buckets. He's checked in for Gary Payton. Savanovic the pass to Moody. Buckets. And the foul on Big Smooth. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
The shot's good from Buckets. Buckets got 7 points in the game.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
The shot's good from Big Smooth.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
It's intercepted. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Used the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question. Kept great awareness and a terrific finish.
Lets the three fly. Shots good from Buckets. Buckets got 12.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard? This guy is unbelievable. That's a layup for him.
Here's Brock. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Savanovic the pass to Buckets. And another basket for Golden State.
What a great possession, guys. Got a really good look there.
Pass to Brock. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Buckets. Warriors leading by 9. And he dumps it down. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense. That's for sure.
The pass to Cunningham. Buckets. Henderson defending. Here's Buckets. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a big game for Buckets. He's got 14 points. He has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
The professor's checked in for Williams. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them like it. How much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, if it was any other player, it may be surprising. But he is just so good.
And he will take chances. I mean, he's one of the few guys that even has that move in his arsenal. But I love the fact that he's not afraid to take it.
Buckets passes to Cunningham. Buckets. Outside Hill. Pass to Buckets. Some nice passing by Golden State. Just 4 to shoot. Black Hole. Got it. Good job in the low post. Black Hole's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Passes to Brock. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Buckets. Buckets.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see late a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Not loose. He's all alone. Here's Insanity. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the skill, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
The professor passes to Summers. He feeds it to Henderson from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Black Hole's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The professor passes to Summers. Here's the professor. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Big Smooth. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
A high-quality shot is almost always going to come off a rebound like that.
And Clark, he is so good at working his way inside, holding off the defenders under the glass, and being in the right position.
Knows how to use his body.
Yeah, and I just like the way he persistently pursues the pumpkin.
Hit is low. And the official saying it was kicked. The Wizard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And so it's Golden State with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Summers, and that one's good. Summers has got 7 points here in this quarter. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Kuminga, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Now, that is just ridiculous.
Filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Yeah, that was just amazing.
Now the feed to Summers. Shot is up. The Warriors go the other way. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Inside, black hole, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Summers the pass to the Wizard. Here's the Beast. Offensive rebound.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
The Trailblazers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors leading by 19. There's the pass to Insanity. It's tipped. Pass to the Professor.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Golden State's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. No good from Black Hole.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
The shot's good from Brock.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's buckets. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Buckets got 12.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Here's Summers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 17. Buckets passes to Kuminga. Insanity defended by Brock. Here's Insanity. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Knocked away. Abdul Karim. The fast break ends at the rim of the jam.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Shots good by Summers.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
A dominating first half of basketball, who so far hasn't been close.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios,
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals.
Really an extraordinary game for Black Hole. He's got 27 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
and it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively. What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Trailblazers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Down low, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. We'll take a look at buckets. Third in assists and a great leader.
Well, it's great to see guys step up to the added pressure of the postseason and deliver big numbers. Not only for him, but his teammates. Anybody that distributes the ball the way he does helps his team and himself.
And that one's good.
I think he's been kind of passive today, and maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Savanovic the pass to Buckets. And the call will go against the Prodigy. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Michael passes to Hunnicutt. Poked away.
That was really about good positioning on that, Stu. Got himself into the passing lane and then picked off the kick out.
Warriors leading by 16. Here's Buckets. Passes it to Buckets. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his second trip to the line in this one. He's perfect from the line this time. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the pass to the Wizards. The dish to Summers. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Buckets, defended by Brown. Soft touch off the glass. 18 points for Buckets. Trailblazers trail by 20. Feeds it to Summers. Pass to the Professor. Bank shot, no good.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Buckets passes to Black Hole. Tipped. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Stops. Drops. The shot's good from the Wizard. The Wizards got 9.
They've worked the ball around very well. And I'll tell you what, they continue to find good looks from mid-range.
Well, they're just taking what the defense is giving them because the defenders are backing off and daring them to shoot.
Savanovic the pass to Black Hole. Buckets lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Tries to keep it alive. Here's Summers. Sinks that one from the post. Summers has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Savanovic the pass to Buckets. Here's Black Hole.
Third down that time.
Rising high and punching it down. He loves having that much of a height advantage. He's got so much confidence there.
Summers the pass to the Wizard. Drains the three-pointer. The Wizards got 12.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Passes it to Hunnicutt. Buckets. Here's Insanity, defended by Brock. Here's Insanity, and here's the rejection. Fast break, here we go. Shot's good from Brock. He's got 12. In the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell, whatever it is painful for him.
Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Here is Summers. He's got 21. Grant, defended by Savanovic. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
And the foul on Big Smooth. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Professor's checked in for Big Smooth. Here's Insanity. The rebound by Grant.
Textbook defending there. He didn't give him an inch of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, great footwork and terrific positioning, Clark.
To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
The pass to Brock. It's rebounded by Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
The Professor, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope, his only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style
I
points.
like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kevin. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Black Holes checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for buckets. Curry with the steal, and up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Pass to Wiggins. This is to Curry. Buckets. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his third rebound tonight.
They're going to have to play really smart on defense now and defend without fouling because they're over the limit.
Yeah, you look at his game, he's got that banger DNA. Just plays the game the right way.
You know, you have to be a skilled player to make it in this league. There's something you have to do really well, but certain matchups demand not just skill, but will and physicality. And he's one of those.
Here's Summers. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Summers has got 23.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Passes it to Insanity. Outside for Curry. He passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Insanity.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here is Summers. He's got 23. It's stolen by Curry. And himself throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough beat, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Another miss by Curry.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Shots good by Summers.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They've got to keep riding him.
Pass to Curry. He kicks it to Bateman. Back to Curry. The pass to Wiggins. Buckets. Off target with his three.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And both free throws good for Payton. 1:53 left to play in the third. Pass to Brock. Here's Big Smooth. Leaps for it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Black Hole checked in for Gary Payton. 1:41 left to play here in the third. No good from Brock.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
It's Curry with the drive. Excellent D there from the Wizard.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Big Smooth defended by Sabonovich. Big Smooth gets the bucket. Big Smooth got 13.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
It's good, and it's contact on the shot, so he'll go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Buckets, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Kicks to Henderson. He dishes it to Grant. Unloads from 13, and that one's good. Grant's got 7 points for the quarter. Warriors leading by 11. Buckets passes the Buckets. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to the Wizards. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Now the pass to Cunningham. Buckets. Buckets. Henderson defending. Buckets passes to Buckets. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup falls. Buckets got 22 points.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Pass to Brock. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Black Hole. No good on that last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard's up. The story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warriors leading by 15. Passes to Buckets. Buckets from the arc. Portland grabs the miss. Grant's got his third rebound on the night. Henderson defended by Sabonovich. Henderson passes to the Professor. Here's the Beast. Portland moving the ball around. There's the Professor. No luck. Nice D from Black Hole. Golden State's gotten a three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Big Smooth. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henderson. Blocked. The Beast passes to Henderson. He feeds it to Summers. The pass to Big Smooth. Here's the Beast. Tries again. Buckets hits. Can't knock it down from the right block. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Buckets passes to Buckets. No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Brock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass to Buckets. Buckets. He passes it to Insanity. Drains it from beyond the arc. Insanity's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And that one's good. And that's now 27 points for the Prodigy. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, maybe this gives them an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
The Wizards checked in for the Trailblazers. Summers the pass to Big Smooth. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
It's been a good one for Big Smooth. He's got 13 points and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure. That's Clark, both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy too.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Buckets passes to Curry. Buckets defended by Brock. Passes it to Buckets. Kuminga. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Summers. Excellent D there from Buckets. Warriors leading by 17. There's the feed to Curry. Misses the three.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this time.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Buckets passes to Curry. Here's Black Hole, defended by Brock. Black Hole, and it's good.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Buckets, he's checked in for the Warriors. So it's Portland now. And there's the pass to Big Smooth. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now 24 points for Buckets.
It seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something that should get away from.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Knocks it loose. And he finishes the break with the layup. Buckets got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside, into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
The shot's good from Black Hole. Black Hole's got 36.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
No good from Brock.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Here's Kuminga. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
There's the dish to Summers. The Professor. The Beast passes to Summers. Here's the Wizard. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Curry kicks to Anderson. Outside Curry. Feeds to Hill. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Back to Grant. Hits the three-point bomb. Anderson with the ball. Hill is screen on Grant. Pass to Moody. Dishes to Hill. Fires from deep. Gets it to go.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Grant outside. Lets it go with the three.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on an 18-7 run. Abdul Karim defended by Sharp. Outside Hill. The three-pointer, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Screen by Grant. Here's Sharp. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's good from Sharp. Both free throws good from Sharp. Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Abdul Karim, defended by Sharp, gets it to go.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Screen by Grant. Three-pointer. Here's Eaton. And he lays it straight in.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Now here's Curry. Henderson defending. Curry gets the screen from Moody. Hill dishes to Curry. It's back to Hill. Warriors the rebound. Passes it to Moody. Backs in. Outside Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Curry attacking. And it's Portland with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
He kicks to Grant. He dishes it to Henderson. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Pass to Anderson. Kicks to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gets it to go.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
He feeds it to Henderson. He passes to Sharp. There's the dish to Grant. Lays it up and banks it in. Grant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
It's Anderson with the drive. He got the advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Grant the pass to Anderson. Grant with a screen on Curry. Anderson with it. Now guarded by Anderson. Grant. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Grant's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Anderson outside. Anderson gets the screen from Moody. Curry attacking. Stolen by Henderson. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Grant with a screen on Cook. There's a screen. Henderson, no good.
He's just disappeared in this quarter, guys, and they're going to have him produce if they're going to cut into this lead.
There's the pass to Moody. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Curry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
The feed to Henderson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The first one falls, and Portland making a change here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now Anderson. See the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves